Oh, we're live. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Thank you, Faye. Yes, yes. Good. I got the microphone hooked up. And I did all the things and I fixed everything. And I'm not a big tech person, but I think we might have a real live stream. I think this actually might happen. So am I coming in clear? Give me a thumbs up if I'm coming in clear. If there's any lag or anything like that, this is how we're going to do it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Yes. Thank you, Cinda. Yes, okay, great. So yeah, I just wanted to chat with you guys, ring in the new year. We're starting off a brand new 2026 here. It's going to be super exciting. And I want to know what your New Year's resolutions are, because I know y'all got some. I know I can already tell probably with some of you got to put in place. You can lock it in 2026, and then we're just going to do like a 2026 reading and all that, and see, what the predictions are, what's showing up for the new year. All right, so let's get into this. Thank you everyone for supporting the channel. I also want to say thank you for all, House of Virgo's been going since about 2021. So we're going on 5 years very soon. And this will be my gosh, official 10 years on YouTube. Okay. 10 years on YouTube. Holla. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunity. And one day I'll tell you all my story, but yeah, we're going to do, so thank you everyone for being here. If you see in the background, I do have my little plaque that I got a few years ago. So I'm going to try and get another one. You know what I'm saying? Got to get me my trophies. But yeah, welcome in everyone. We're going to do some 2026 predictions. Take some questions if you guys want to like pop in a donation, a super chat, or whatever. You want me to pull a card or two. Oh, and then we're going to, and I got to put my glasses on because I can't see that well. And then we're gonna I want you to tell me your New Year's resolutions. What do you guys have plans for 2026? What are you doing differently this year? Start telling me. Put it in the chat. What are you doing? Or what are you finishing? Okay, I know you guys got plans. What are you going to finish? What are you going to do that's different? Let me know. What are your New Year's resolutions? Vivian says, be getting married. Oh, okay. Lord Vex, live, laugh, and love. Streamlabs wants to buy me a coffee, so I'm down with that. Streamlabs, you can buy me a coffee. Love myself and put myself first. Nice. Oh, I missed one here. Cindy said, I decided this year, anytime I get upset about something, I'm going to say a stroke isn't worth it. So true. Diana Tennyson, hopefully have my company going. Nice. Okay. That's what we're doing. Yes, that's what we're doing. All right. So, yeah, let's get started. We're going to take a look and see what some of the. So, first thing I want to say, you guys, we're going into the year of the horse. And maybe you have seen some things that have showed up on social media or Instagram or Facebook or things like that. We've come out of the year of the snake. Well, we're coming out in February next month, the Lunar New Year. Okay. So this is the last month of the year of the snake. And the year of the snake was all about lessons, clarity, figuring things out, understanding what we need to do, making changes, or making plans to make changes. So a lot of you went through some very significant things, maybe emotionally. There might have been a lot of confusion in your life, or a feeling or a sense of like, you don't know whether you're coming or going. You don't know whether someone else is coming or going. There's like a lot, like what is going on? What is happening? A lot of lessons, a lot of experiences. But that's what 2025 was all about. Okay. With the year of the snake, it's shedding. You shed a lot of skin. You shed a lot of crap. You shed a lot of relationships. You shed a lot of career choices and paths, people, places, and things. Now, let me tell you, we're going into the year of the horse. So, knowing is not enough. Now it's time to do. Okay. And that's what the year of the horse is all about. This is a start of putting these plans, these things that you have come to realize, having some light bulb moments over this past year, and now a plan of action and getting to it and doing it. Okay. This is not a year for more thinking, not a year for more overanalyzing and overthinking everything and, well, doubting yourself, or maybe yes, maybe no. No, it is absolutely 100% time to take action now. You got to hit the ground running. This is what you're being called to do. So you have 1 month left to get yourself, wrap it up. Wrap it up. It's time. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever past stuff, or whatever's going on in your life or what's going on in your life, it's time to wrap it up now. Okay? And you're hanging out at a dead-end job. You're hanging on to a dead-end, yeah, be less Virgo this year. You're hanging on to a dead-end relationship. Things, whatever's going on in your life that's not progressing, and you're like trying to freaking pull a mule around. It's wrap it up, girls. Wrap it up, guys. It's done. Okay? Because if it's not meant for you, like it's going to be, it won't happen. It won't work out. Right. So now finish it out January. And when February starts the Lunar New Year, year of the horse. Okay. I better see those feet running. I better see you going and doing what you need to do, because it's time. It is time. It is time. What's that? Rafiki from the Lion King. Remember? It is time. So we're going to do some 2026 predictions as well. So that's like a little bit of your intro in terms of, what we're coming out of here. Okay. And I feel like a lot of you are maybe going through this analysis paralysis thing where it's like, oh, I don't know why. Doubting yourself, seeking clarity. Maybe you can go get some therapy to sort some things out. Whatever the situation is, it's definitely time to keep it moving. Do you agree? Everybody agree? Who here agrees? It's time to wrap it up. All right. All right. Yes. So here you go. Now you're starting with I can't see it. The Eight of Swords. All right. This is your predictions for this year's, right? For 2026. So this is an energy, 100% of feeling trapped, but this is all in your head. This is all in your head. You're not really stuck. You're not a tree. You can move. You can get yourself from the 8 to the 9 of Swords, where you just completely like feel the pain, feel the anguish. You got to go through it to get to the other side. You can't go above it or under it. You got to go through it. It's the only way to get to the other side. You got to go through the tunnel, follow the light. So I feel like this is a message here for you to step out of this. Look, we're not playing the victim. We're not playing the victim. Okay, if you've been a victim of something, or your own negative thinking, or whatever you've had to deal with in your life, you don't have to stay there anymore. You don't have to live in that space. Okay, really important that you know that. Hold on, I gotta fix something here. Yeah, really, really important that you know that. Give me just one sec. Okay. Give me a sec here. Time out. Time out. House of Virgo's in time out. House of Virgo's in time out. Hold on. All right. Hold on one sec. All right. Okay. So back to what I was saying, right? So now you got to get to the 9 of Swords. And then the 10, which is complete surrender. So go through it this last month, whatever you're dealing with. Just wrap it up. That one last gift, got to wrap it up. Okay, so the 9 of Swords, right? So we're not playing this victim thing here. Okay, you have the 4 of Cups in the reverse, Virgo. So this means it's time to open your heart. It's time to open yourself up. And I want to tell you that because the 4 of Cups in the upright is indifference to love, it is time to open yourself up to the possibilities in love and all career and all opportunities that I feel like will come to you this year. But I need you to know that it's not going to happen until you complete this cycle. This stuff is not going to come into your life. Do not be dragging the past into the future here, into the present. Do you got to let go of something? Do you got to forgive someone for something? Whatever it is, I think it's time. I think it's definitely time to open yourself up to new beginnings, right? And that's what the 4 of Cups is. And there you go. The Ace of Cups here. So blessings are coming your way, but they're not going to come until you let go. And trust me, that is the only way that they will come into your life. Because when you're holding on, when you have a fist closed, nothing can fall in your palm. Nothing can land in your palm, right? You hear me say that all the time. So you have a new love opportunity. So for those of you who are, in the love realm, in the romance realm, and you're seeking a partner, and I know some of you are like, well, I'm completely single and I don't have anyone in my life and blah, 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 blah. That's okay. There's still some blockages. There's still some stuff. Maybe you're feeling still hurt from something that someone did to you 20 years ago. Believe it or not, even the most intricate little things that you thought you've let go of. Total surrender is a radical thing. It's a radical surrender. And that's what I feel like, this radical surrender needs to happen for this love to come in. Okay, for this to come in. It has to come in only that way. It's waiting on the other side. So in terms of your love life, I see, we might have a couple of lags here and there. Okay, so I want you to not get too freaked out. So I want you to be excited in terms of your love life, because I feel like there's going to be a new opportunity for that very soon. All right, it's happening. It's coming. Let's see. All right, are y'all with me here? Or are you guys in the chat talking about amongst yourselves about what you ate for dinner and things like that? Are you with me? Are you guys following me here in the chat? Are you guys following me? Are you paying attention? All right. Thanks, Cindy. I know you are. All right. So yeah, I love this. So you have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So this is no more breadcrumbing. No more, if you're in a job where you're still taking this low salary when you know you deserve more, this is just about leveling up, right? But taking the action, this is you going to your employer and saying, I want a raise, or I need these certain benefits. This is you going to a particular person you're dealing with and saying, these are my boundaries. I mean, I'm talking radical, putting things into action. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is really like stepping into your power this year, and no more of like, oh, my life is horrible. Your life is what you make it. If your life is horrible, it's because, don't even tell people that, because it's a reflection of the choices that you're making. If you want to brag, have something to brag about. If you want to complain, you're not going to inspire anyone. Have something to brag about this year and take credit for the decisions that you're making and the success and the victories that you're having. Take credit for it. Even the smallest victories are victories. All right? No more breadcrumbs. No more BS. It's all or nothing in 2026. That's the horse. That's how the horse is. It's all or nothing. It's pretty much like, it's horsepower. It's being in your power. Yeah, I think someone's got to come out their chastity belt already. I think that's what you're saying. That's absolutely not what I'm saying at all. Where did I say anything about a chastity belt? Not at all. Anyway, Jose. All right. So King of Pentacles, this is stepping into your power. And you got to take a masculine energy this year, because that's the power of a horse, the masculine energy. All right. So I feel like, and I'm going to tell you right now, the Emperor in the reverse, you need to be a biatch this year. I'm not kidding. You need to be the narcissist this year. You need to be the one that's like, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. This is what I'm doing. And if they don't like it, hey, there's the door. Oh my God, my TV. Stop. So if they don't like it, too bad, right? You absolutely need to take on a very narcissistic, not where you're intentionally trying to hurt people, but where you just have this energy of like, you're just in bitch mode. You're just in bitch mode, and you need to be in bitch mode. Yeah, don't be a doormat. That's it. Stand up for yourselves. Who gives a shit what anybody thinks if they don't like you? Who gives a shit if your boss thinks you're this, or if the person you're with thinks you're that? Why does anybody's opinion matter? It doesn't. Nobody's opinion matters. What you do, what you want to, how you want to live your life, where you want to succeed, what you think is best for you. Screw them. It's your life. What other people think, what your parents think, what the kids think, what anybody thinks. I mean, if you're not out there harming people, I mean, if you're not a serial killer, then who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? You got to do what is best for you. And that's in your romantic relationships. You can say no. If you connect with someone and you think this is the love of your life, but this relationship isn't working out, you could say no. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not my cup of tea. You're cute, but you're not my cup of tea. But you have a love connection. You have a I feel like I'm giving you a pep talk and I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to kind of give you what I'm picking up here, prepping for the new year. Do you know what I mean? And this is all about taking your power back this year and just doing you, not stifling yourself, not dimming your light because you don't want to offend anyone. Okay. Be bold, be brave, get out there and take control of your life. And sometimes just say no if you don't want something. But if you do have a love opportunity coming your way here. You're going to make a beautiful connection. And I think that that's going to come because you're not being a doormat. Even if it comes to terms of your health, some of you, I'm going to tell you, you just got to drop some of that weight and you know it. Because you feel like you could be a lot better. And some of you are just like, no, I'm not good enough, or I'll never do it. There's so many opportunities out there to eat better, to exercise, just walk 15 minutes a day, start taking care of yourself, hitting that gym. Everybody's hitting the gym in the new year. Go join them. Do whatever it is you need to do to be your best self, because you're not here on this planet that long. And I feel like this is the year. This is about you, okay? This is about you. And I tell you what, the minute you get moving, all your problems, you won't have time to be wallowing or thinking about. Just let go of the damn past already. Be done with it. Okay. Yeah, so you keep getting, you get the Queen of Wands in the reverse now. And again, like I said, you got to take on this bitch energy. And it's not like where you're being mean. It's just where you're like, this is what's going to work for me and nothing else is going to work for me. You know what I'm saying? It's an energy of like, well, if you don't like it, there's the door. Do you think you can do that? Do you think you got what it takes? Are you that Virgo that has what it takes? Okay. Everything will come to you this year. Absolutely. But you got to make the change. You have to start. You just really got to take a leap of faith here. Radical acceptance that 2025 is over, and a radical shift and a radical change. Look, you're getting the Lovers. You're getting the 10 of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups. It is all going to happen for you, but you are the catalyst to this. If you bring 2025, even if you had a great 2025, this year, you got to keep that momentum up. Okay. And if you didn't have a great 2025, it's because you're in the way of having a great 2026. Because if it repeats, it's on you. If you're aware, if you know that the situation you've been in, the job is not working out, you're not happy here, you're not happy with a person, place, or a thing, and you're aware of that, but yet you keep going back, and then you're just complaining all day. No, you got to make that shift. So I just feel like wrap it up, man. Be done. Wrap it up. Yep. Wrap it up. Give that final gift to whatever you're letting go of and be like, here you go. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. See you around. I have bigger fish to fry. Yep. 100%. So you got it. It's all coming to you this year, I'm telling you, but you really need to get in a position of making it happen, like setting yourself up for success. Do you get it? Do you get it? Virgo is G.I. Jane in 2026. Yes. Let go and everything will fall into place. Absolutely it will. Absolutely it will. Nip it in the butt. Okay. Speak it into existence. That's right. Yep. Wrap it up. Come on. Some of you have been hanging on to, well, since we mostly talk about love, we know that a lot of the times is my person going to come back? Is my person going to come back? Or does my person love me? Or are they the right ones for me? Or What are they thinking at this time? Um, I just want to tell you something. Okay. When you're with someone, when you're with someone that feels that you're the one for them, you ain't never looking at tarot card readings. You are never questioning. You are never doubting. You do not ever have feelings of jealousy or feeling unsafe or wondering how many men that girls be sleeping with. I mean, you're never in that position when you're when you're with the right person who's right for you, not the perfect person, but the person who's right for you. You never question, and that's exactly it, Jacqueline. You never question or have uncertainty, and that is just bottom line. If you have uncertainty but you ignore it, that's on you, and you're going to pay the price for that. Okay. So listen to your intuition. But when you're with the right person, I'm telling you, and to get to that place in life, you're going to spend a lot of lonely nights until you meet that person. Right. So anybody else that you have a question or you feel uncertain with, don't waste your time trying to figure it out, who they are, what they want, what they're doing. Who freaking cares? All that matters is, how do you feel about that person in terms of like, do they make you feel safe? Is this someone you can count on? Um, are they reliable? Are they someone who is there for you in life? Okay. And I'm mostly speaking, obviously to the women, but all Virgos. You won't ever have to, yeah, butterflies in your stomach is a no, because what that means is that person gives you anxiety. And if you feel anxiety, when the right person, you'll feel comfortable and peaceful with, because they'll bring that. They'll bring that. And when you get those butterflies and you're feeling that anxiety, that's your body trying to tell you something's not right here. Hello, warning signs, warning signals going up. That's not meant to be, oh, I'm so happy with this person. It's so great they give me butterflies. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like I just feel to tell you that some of you are in some kind of position in your life where it's time for something to be over. It's time to be done. I am trying to make the chat a little bit larger because you can't see it. Let's see. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How many people do we have here in the live? Let's see. I cannot see. So yeah, this is kind of just a free like chat. Okay, 87. That's good. That's decent. This is one of those free chats. So tell me, let's get into this. What are you doing for New Year's? I want to hear. I know some of you. Welcome, Day. Tell me what your New Year's resolution or what change you're making this year. Hey, Melly. Yes. I know some of you already posted. What radical shifts or change are you making? Some of those radical shifts and changes are just no change at all. Maybe for the first time in your life, you're not doing anything. More time in the gym. There you go. Dedicating time to yourself, right? More time in the gym. Respecting money. I'm getting ready, Joe Valentine, I'm getting ready to move for a career and spend less money to eat more healthy. Wonderful. Blue Lotus, eating habits, changing eating habits. Wonderful. Day, New Year plans to be more active and jump on some goals for kids' future. Nice. Jacqueline, I'm putting my health first. I'm putting my needs first before anyone else. Bingo, right there. Jadira Lopez, this new year, working on my weight loss. Wonderful. Vivian, as they say, put up or shut up. Step up. Connie's doing me time. Nice. Melly's doing better work, home balance. That's good. Maria, I'm going to exercise more, spend quality time with myself. So I see there's a lot of me time, alone time, time with myself. Jose says I need to try and be on time. All right, well, you commit to it or you don't. There is no try. Messages with Mia, feeling comfortable and being at peace with my pain and not trying to numb it away. Good. Cindy, after my WW appearance tomorrow, I'm coming home and working on a plan to ask for salary to go with my title. I've been underpaid for a long time. Good. Bold move. Ally, getting healthy on all fronts. All right. Let's see. Jennifer, better health and writing a book. Blue Lotus. Also want to improve the relationship I have with my children. Wonderful. That's good. That's the most excellent goal. Top notch. Let's see. Melly's like a vacation. Nice. That's doing for you, right? So I didn't see a lot of spending time with people who love you or social time. I see a lot of like, oh, I'm going to do for me. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to eat better, which are all great, excellent things. But where's the social life? What are you doing in terms of your social life? Diana, earning money at my job. It's, of course, for my new idea with my company. That's my goal. Good. Jacqueline, I don't have any friends, just myself and my kids. I have social anxiety. Well, a good goal maybe would be to seek some help for that, to help you get out of that. That's curable. Jacqueline, it's curable. Melly says we did a lot for people in 2025. Well, so you don't have to swing the pendulum from one end to the other. You can have casual interactions with friends and family and draw lines and boundaries. There you go, Joe. I try to volunteer this year at marathon races. Fantastic. Dave says I spend too much time with people I love. To want too much social life outside of that. Okay. Yeah. So if you're, because a lot of Virgos are, yeah, hermits. A lot of Virgos are hermits. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm telling you that. So Virgos will be hermits and then latch on to one relationship, and then that'll be their life. The hermit life at home, job, and one relationship. Instead of having a well balanced, you have to have a social life. And it doesn't include only online, social life online. It's got to be with real human beings. And even if it's only an hour a week, that is very important for your mental health. So I hope some of you start integrating that a little bit into your life a little bit. I know a lot of you work and you're with people all the time, but work is different. Allied says, I joined a Catholic church choir. It's cool, been a hell of a time. I used to do that too. And it's that singing is meditation. It's very healing. We own that hermit card. Well, you know what else is the Virgo card? The magician. It's not just the hermit. Every zodiac sign has two cards in the tarot. And the Virgo card is also the Magician, which is a card of manifestation. It's also a card of performance, being in front of people. Diana, at this momentary time, I don't have the time to do that. I have to get my goals accomplished. And then in the process of that, I can try to fit that in, but my goals come first. Everybody do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. But I feel like, so let me just say, Jacqueline Kelly, yes, that's how I am. LOL, I socialize online. Sometimes socializing online can create social anxiety, because what happens is when there's continuous socializing online and a lack of socializing in person with people, there's a tendency to lose our social skills. If you ever notice that people that spend a lot of time online, when they meet in person, they feel awkward, they're doubting themselves, they question themselves. If you're that person that has spent a good majority of your time online and you have minimal social activity with humans, okay, you will absolutely lose your social skills, which causes anxiety, because then after you're with people, you go home and you're like, oh my God, why did I say that? Oh my God, why did I act that way? And then you become super awkward, and then you feel like you don't fit in, and then you crash and burn. And they're like, I'm never going around people again. I'll just stick with them online because I feel safe. And I really believe that. I mean, I know that I believe there's a small percentage of people that are just kind of born where they do have social anxiety, but I feel like and I'm not saying that's you or not you. I just feel like there's a majority of people that, and I didn't grow up online. Do you know what I mean? And I even found it happening to me when I spent a lot of years online. When I got back into socializing with people, I started feeling awkward. Like, wait, it's almost like eventually it comes back to you quicker, but you do lose your social skills. You really do. Human interaction is so, so important. Jennifer, I'm up to meeting new people a little. Yeah, just a little. Volunteering is good for the soul. Yes, it is. I sing in the car and the shower. All right, TMI, Melanie. I socialize with the elderly I care for. I mean, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, it's socializing, but you're still kind of in control there. I feel like socializing with people of your age group is really, really important, you guys. I dance too. I know people laugh at me. I don't care. All right, I'm way behind here. Well, I work at Walmart. That's enough that's enough communication, enough human reaction for me, I think. Okay. Well, Diana, you got to do what works for you. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not the end all be all. I bought ballet slippers and a leotard. I always dreamed of being a dancer. Beautiful. Jacqueline, oh wow, I didn't know that. Oh my God, yes, Kelly, you're so right. I will try to step out and meet people. Yeah, just baby steps a little bit. You got to get your social skills back. Absolutely. And you don't have to you don't have to become best friends with people that are not in alignment with you. Nothing is just black and white in life. There's gray areas everywhere that we have to adapt, and when we're meeting people, just because we're social, like if you're going to just go out for drinks or do something sporty with people just to have some social interaction, that's fine. If you have people that you want to get closer to, you want to make sure you're in alignment with them. But also when you expand your social group, you also expand your love opportunities. You know what I mean? So I try to meet people all the time. I work at Walmart where I live. I'm better going to a dog pound than I am to date somebody where I'm at. I'm a local gigging musician, and it's done wonders for my self-confidence and getting my skill. Jesse, Amen. Bingo. Bingo. You must socialize with people to get your social skills back, especially if you have lost them through use of the internet, because is, I feel like, is very damaging to people. We are all human beings. We were born to interact, and also in relationships. I meet a lot of people weekly. It's why I said I need to try to be on time, because I'm one place and need to be somewhere else. And before I get there, I need to be somewhere else. Yeah, that's just really, Jose. I mean, I feel like you're smart. Let me tell you what I do. If I need to be somewhere at a particular time, I do I time reverse. So I start, let's say I got to be somewhere at 7. So then I figure out how long is it going to take me to drive from where I am to be at that place by 7. I figure out that time period. It's all a math. You got to do some math. And then I figure out, okay, from the time I leave here back until how long it's going to take me to get ready. And then I'll add like an hour there. So 30 minutes and an hour. And then I think, okay, so before I start getting ready, what do I need to do before I start getting ready? And then I cut myself some slack in that amount of time to do that. And then I add it all up, and then I set my little alarm. It's time management. I want to actually have genuine people around me. It's so hard to find that. Well, you got to get out there and surround yourself with people, and you don't have to search for genuine people. When you're authentic and genuine people will just you'll magnetically attract each other. Jason says, I'm meeting this girl I started talking to. Good, congratulations. Be part of a basketball group, meet up once in a while. That's excellent. A sport, do a sport thing. And I feel like, like if you're going to join the gym, you can do classes, you can do all that stuff as well. Let's just talk about socializing this year. Oh, we have to come. Yeah, you have to. I guess you're in Los Angeles, right, Jose? Yeah, you guys have traffic issues. Like your governor is such a piece of shit. Sorry, but I have I have Newsom derangement syndrome. I can't stand that son of a bitch. Sorry, but not sorry. Nope. I can't even believe California is such a mess like it is. Like, if you want to get into it, we'll get into it. But this is ridiculous. Happy New Year, Summer. Your home is so cozy and I love your readings. Currently dealing with silence and a few connections. Hoping 2026 brings more alignment and courageous connections for me. You're not dealing with silence. You're not dealing with silence. We don't deal with silence. We just, okay, you're going to be quiet? Then bye-bye. You're not dealing with nothing. If you're dealing with silence, you're accepting some kind of silent treatment. I'm sorry, but you don't deal that. Nope, you ain't dealing that. New York City, positive vibes your way. Thank you. Express yourself. Yep, I love that song. Yes, and yeah, me too. California needs a big change of government, big time. Brian says, I will go back to playing my music and maybe do a gig or two. Social skills need to be revisited. You are on point. Yes. Yeah, get off the internet. Push away. Push away from the computer. I mean, if you have to work, if you work and you got to work and you're on the computer, oh, that's different because that's your job. But as far as your social life, it's time to break the silence. Yep. Yeah, so that's kind of what I feel like for 2026. I feel like it's really going to be up to you. I'm telling you, like, I feel like Some of you just have something that you've been just dragging. Somebody's been dragging your heart around, dragging your ass around. Maybe it's your job. I don't know exactly what your situation. 2026 is going to be a very profound year on all fronts, not just on a personal level, but also on a global level. I truly, truly feel that deep within my heart, deep within my soul. I feel like things are going to be so different. There's a major shift coming, and you really need to prepare on all levels. You can't be distracted. You can't be thinking about your woes and your worries and everything carrying the past into the new year. You really need to be thinking about your money, your future, your skills, your skill set, what you're able to accomplish, how you're able to make things work for you. You know, even in terms of love, there's finding the right partner. You don't need to go searching for the right partner. When you get yourself right, the right person comes. It's time to ride the pony. Yeah, you really said it. The right person will be drawn to you, and don't be online, and don't be like doing the online dating thing, because that's where all the pedophiles and the predators end up. Yeah, the groomers. It's the exception to the rule to meet someone on a dating site that's actually like a real deal, like a real true deal. And trust me, I know, I watch a lot, and I have experience, and I've watched a lot of crime shows as well. I can't tell you how many times I've been catfished on like dating sites and social media since 2002. It's just a bunch of junk. It's just garbage. It's just garbage. Get those social skills back. I don't care if you got to like download or get some kind of YouTube tutorial about how to make friends. There's a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People or something like that. You know, you know, it just comes naturally to me. I don't need to read a book, but I feel like don't self isolate yourself. Yeah, do not isolate. Put yourself a little timer. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm so grateful to be Gen X. I don't know, how many of you here are Gen X or born or boomers or grew up where you didn't have cell phones and you didn't have like the internet? Give me a thumbs up or type the number 1 if that's you. Blue Lotus is. Mia is. Okay. Because I'm telling you, it is a completely, don't you agree? It's a completely different ball game. Jennifer with the 1. Girl, I had dial up. Yep. So did I. I'm a millennial. Oh, me. I was 94. Okay. If you want to move forward, you can't stay in the past. The past, you only stay behind to move forward. You got to let go of the past. Yes. Yes, indeed. Right. So there's something to be said. Like Gen X, I have to say, we don't take any shit from anybody. And if we do, it's because we're choosing to, and nobody's holding our head to the fire. But at the end of the day, I think it's like, I'm so glad because I could see the difference between, yeah, we had to remember phone numbers. We had to leave the house to go meet our friends. If we wanted to call our friends, if we weren't allowed to use the phone, we had to go to the payphone, or if somebody was on the phone, we had to go to the payphone, you know? Yeah, it's become this because everybody is online. Everybody has turned into scaredy cats. You know what I mean? Chickens. Because they've succumbed to this online life. They've succumbed to this internet thing. at first it was fun. It was like, yeah, we all had a space for ourselves, and we made you think you were connecting with more people. And even though you were connecting with more people, you weren't connecting with people in real life. And that is a completely different ballgame. See, I always feel like even long distance relationships, I think they can work if the two of you were together in real life first, and then you had to separate for like college or military service or whatever, and then you stayed in touch on the phone and stuff, and then you were going to come back together. But people out here having long distance relationships, and they're thinking they're real. We're heading now in, and Jesus, I don't know why I'm going on tangent about this, but now we're heading into people are marrying robotic dolls, or they're purchasing sex dolls to have physical relationships with. I think gosh, I hope my channel doesn't get demonetized for this. But like, what is happening? What is going on? I had somebody once tell me, because I think this person was like antisocial type of personality. They told me that having these AI robots would be great in terms of like having relationships. Like there's a lot of antisocial people, personality disorders. Yeah, it's definitely an agenda. It's like, so people are trying to have relationships with these AI bots or these dolls, these robotic dolls, and because they don't have to have a social relationship. Like there's something wrong. Yeah, Cindy, we're going to talk about that. Being plugged into the matrix. Yeah, it's coming true. Had to figure out how to drive from point A to B without GPS. Getting lost is fun. Let me just say something, Ian. That's so funny that you say that, because the more I started using GPS, the more I was forgetting roads that I already knew how to get certain places. And I was driving with my mom, and I couldn't remember how to get a particular place that we had been to like a million times. I said, "Oh, no, don't worry. I'll put GPS." She goes, "You're going to use GPS? You've been there a million times." And I was like, "Yeah, but I can't remember." She goes, "Because you're using GPS." And my mom's 80. Okay. Okay. So I was like, I'm not using this thing anymore. I'm going to remember. We're losing our brains. We're losing our ability to think. Just becoming very, very lazy humans. Lazy. These are all my thoughts. These are all my thoughts. These are all my, the things I'm thinking. And yes, it's true. There are, if you look it up, there are people who are opting out of having real relationships with human beings, and they're buying sex dolls, or they're buying dolls, robotic figures, and creating families. Yeah, we had a paper map that nobody wanted to open because it was like so awkward. You were just like, "Oh, screw it. I have a sense of direction. I'll figure it out." Yeah, yeah. So I don't blame you for, in a lot of ways, kind of feeling like, well, if you can't beat them, join them. But you got to know that there are people out there that are like, no to this sensory deprivation society. There are people out there that want to make real connections with real human beings. And I'll tell you what, we're having like a mass division, because half the people are living in the matrix, and the other half of the people are living in reality. So it's like a mass psychosis. These people are living in Never Never Land, right? Damn, you're right. I use GPS, but mostly for traffic accidents and speed traps. But you do have a strong point. Yeah, well, it wasn't me who said it. My mom said it. And she's 80. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. That's why the lost generation is Gen Z, because they will be the last to remember what life was like without the technology shift. That's absolutely right. My oldest son is he's a millennial. And he didn't have a cell phone. He's 30 now, and he didn't have a cell phone until he was 15, I think. He was in high school. They didn't have computers. My kids didn't have computers. They played video games, but they were mostly outside, with their friends after school. And he would even say to me, "Mom, I remember when we'd have our bikes parked at each other's houses because we would ride our bikes to go see our friends, and they would be out. Gen Z, yep. Gen Z is that was it. I feel like it just started with Gen Z in terms of like that was their whole life. I send music to my son all the time. I tell him he needs to keep the best music alive. Yeah, definitely. Be careful using GPS because if you have a general idea of where you're going, you realize it will take you a mile or two further out of your way. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 18. I grew up very Gen X, although I'm a millennial. Yep. My oldest is millennial and other two are Gen Z. Me too, Lotus, me too. Same. That's what the matrix system wants us to do, is to lose our brains and to rely on robots and mechanical and all that. That's what I believe. Yeah. Well, it's definitely coming true. And I'm all for progression and innovation, but not at the risk of losing our humanity and our humanness and our ability to think and feel and have empathy. So yeah, I still don't know how to use my phone. I got my first cell phone. I'm gonna have to. I got one, and I didn't know how to use it. And it didn't work. We had a house. We still had a house phone. We still had cordless phones. But my first cell phone I ever got that I actually used. Oh, well, actually, it wasn't really a cell phone. It was like some kind of weird beeper thing. But the first cell phone, it was like a Z something, and it like flipped. Had like a flip case. Razor. It was a Razor. I think I was 36. 36. Yeah. But you know, whatever. It is what it is. That's how life goes. But yeah, so I hope the one thing, I mean, I love all your New Year's resolutions. And I know some of you are just continuing on the positive path that you were on prior. But I do hope one of your, oh, thank you, Jose. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I hope one of your New Year's resolutions is to back out of the information society, get out of the matrix. You're getting sucked in and trapped in. You're forgetting what it is to be human. Little baby steps, get out and find a group to join, find something to do to balance out your life. Nobody's telling you to get off the internet. Not saying that but you gotta find a balance, a little bit of balance. I legit am thinking going back to dial-up phone and answering machine. You know, I just gotta tell you, Mia, I've thought so many times about getting a flip phone or getting a house phone on the wall. Yeah, I've thought about it myself. I remember when the streetlights were on and it was okay to be out, but when the streetlights went out, you're better be home. Do the streetlights even go out anymore? I don't think streetlights went out. It's when the streetlights came on, that's when it was time to come in. The streetlights don't go out, girl, until the morning. So if you're out all night, I don't know who your parents were. I don't know. When the streetlights came on at my family's house, it was like, "Where are you?" I would hear my mom yelling my name. I was all the way down the street, and I could hear my name. Yeah, exactly. Now, my kids, my kids didn't have that kind of wildness and freedom. Freaking homeless people taking all the phone cables. Home phones are useless now. Oh man. Yeah, I know you guys got a homeless problem. I don't have a homeless problem where I live. I never see a homeless person where I live. I don't know why California, oh, don't get me started. It's such a shame because it's such a beautiful place, but it's such a shithole. Even Los Angeles, I've seen pictures and I'm just like, It must smell like puke in Los Angeles, does it? No offense to anyone. I'm not trying to diss your city if you live there, but I can't imagine just riding down the street. It must smell like fumes and like puke in the city. I go to local I go to local Waffle House in town where I feel my soul tribe is. Hey, listen, waffles are everybody's soul tribe. They're from everywhere coming here. I'm sure. I don't know how y'all could live there. I would just move out. I'd be like, strike. I'd strike them. I could never live in California. I have a brother that lives there, but he's moving. He's moving out of the state, and he's been there since the 80s. Yes, some streets smell of urine. Ugh, it's disgusting. All the people with money or brains have left in the past decade. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, anybody who stays, I don't know. I guess because habit, I would think people would stay out of habit. I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, I don't have any. I mean, there's some spots in New Jersey that I don't know. I don't go to those places. Yeah, Northern California is beautiful. I just feel like Southern California is total crap, and just everything in general. What's happening with the governor over there? I mean, we have a new governor here, and it's just going to be crap again. So that's okay because I'm going to be retiring soon. So I'm probably going to Florida. I got an invite to go down there. So we'll see. I'm voice texting. I'm sorry. So, you guys, I just want to wish you a very, very happy 2026, but I also want to wish you a brave 2026. I want to wish you courage and power and the ability to conquer, do the things you need to do. Am I a Virgo? I mean, yeah, I'm a Leo Virgo. You're so welcome, Jacqueline. My daughter wants to move to California. I'm just like, no, baby girl. Yeah. Things, maybe 25 years ago, things just aren't the same anymore. It's just, you guys are so welcome. I am so glad that you joined me here. I know it was a little bit off the cuff tonight. But I wanted to test out the microphone, test out the, what you call it, the live stream, make sure it works. Wish you all a happy new year. Let you all know that I just love you. And I'm so happy we got to connect again on better circumstances. And I will be back. I don't know about Illinois, but I believe you. I will be back here tomorrow with another reading. I don't know if I'm going to be like going live like this, like being in the camera and everything. I'll probably just turn the camera down like we usually do. I'll mix it all up. And don't forget to go over to my other channel, the Stigma channel. There's the link right there. Streamlabs just posted it in the chat. And we're going to get that going. I also have another channel that will be coming soon for the ladies. So stay tuned. Do subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. And thank you again for being a part of the House of Virgo for all these years. And if you came over from Moon Pie Tarot, thank you again for staying with me even longer. I totally appreciate it. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.